All right, all right, all right. Hey, listen, welcome to a special Tuesday early evening conversations with Jeff. And it's going to be a conversation with Jeff tonight, right? And man, we really want to thank everybody for the year of 2025 as we're getting close to the end. And, had some great things happen, had some things not so great happen, but we continue to have the support of everybody. So we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those of you that aren't familiar, Conversations with Jeff's mission is to bring speakers in from all over the world, from all different backgrounds, from the C-suite to the streets, from the streets to the C-suites and back, and everything in between that, right? But the foundation around helping you understand the power of stinking thinking used correctly and the limitations that stinking thinking has on you on an everyday basis, right? And man, just to go back and listen, we got a bunch of recordings. All of you that are new, welcome to the community, and understand the conversations are still real. Understand that they are necessary, right? And today's conversation is going to be really interesting. I'm going to chat a little bit just about what I think and what's going on in my brain, around this time of year. And the things I'm seeing from people, it's like, holy smokes, man, it's that battlefield of the mind, right? It's like, oh boy, people are spinning in circles with the whole thing around Christmas and gifts and debt and credit cards and the circumstances, right? Man, it's really not about our circumstances as much as it is what's going on in our heads. I wrote down something. Pressure doesn't break leaders. Unchecked thinking does. We'll say it again. Pressure doesn't break leaders. Unchecked thinking does. Well, what do you mean, Jeff? Well, I was just talking about it earlier. Right? We'll use Christmas as an example. There's certain things that happen every Christmas. People buy gifts and have a large family or whatever the family size might be, but there's a financial cycle that happens for people, right? They create this huge debt every year. And then they're saying, well, man, the circumstances, it was Christmas, so now I don't have any money. But is that really about the circumstances? Or is what we're thinking about? Are we repeating the same things, expecting something to be different? Right? Are we, really evaluating the whole meaning around what Christmas is supposed to be from a religious perspective, and more about giving of your service, helping others in need, that doesn't cost any money to do. And then you can train your kids to have some different values around that. Wherever you might be around this particular part of the conversation, it's not the circumstances that dictate the sweat and tears paying back those credit card debts, right? Right? Or spending the money that you thought you were going to use for vacation, or even starting a business, man, right? You got ready to start the business and things didn't line up the way you thought they would or they were supposed to. So you once again decided not to start. Am I talking to anybody out there that's talking about the circumstances of their life holding them back, the circumstances of their life taking away the dream that they've had all their life, the circumstances that we all allow, me too, allow to be the reasons, I'll say reasons, but really excuses, man, for not taking that next step, for not stepping out, living in the purpose, living in the role of a leader. And listen, I believe everybody has some level of leadership in them, right? How you make decisions is tied around leadership. How you communicate is tied around leadership, right? How you receive others are just a few things. Put it in the comments. Let me know what it is that you think about leadership, right? We always think about the CEOs and all the higher level individuals. But man, I want to talk to everybody today. From running the household, and that's the true CEO of life. But women running the household with grown ass kids, being the husband sometimes and kids, right? And all of that craziness that goes on and the expectations of the olden days for the spouse, whoever's at home now. Sometimes it's the man, sometimes it's the woman, and sometimes they're both working, but the expectations are still in the funkin' stages of how it used to be. Those are the circumstances. They don't have to be the outcome. the outcome does not have to be based off of the current circumstances in that space, right? So I wrote down three things if you're in the leadership space and you're looking for a reset, right? And there are three. One of them is if you're carrying a whole lot of pressure around, right? You notice I said pressure. I didn't say from job. I didn't say from relationship. But if you have a lot of pressure on you, wherever you might be in this season, and you're like, man, I don't know if I can take another step. Please, please, please know that you can, right? Navigating some uncertainty. Oh, boy. I was talking last night about certainty and uncertainty and how certain things that I can guarantee you for certain how they're going to happen, but they're not going to be things that require you to step out of your circumstances. They're not going to be the things that require you to do things uncomfortably. It's not going to be the things that you know you need to do in order to get to the next level. I can't guarantee you any of that other than if you quit, it's over, right? If you quit, it's over. That I can guarantee you. Right? If you don't change anything, it's over. Same thing will happen year after year after year. So, but here's the thing, here's the hit. And that's why I know I'm talking to the warriors out there today, right? Those leaders, right? Maybe for the first time you're thinking of yourself as a leader. I certainly hope so. And for you leaders out there killing it, man, how can you help other folks? The true sign of leadership, in my opinion, is not so much how well you do as a leader, but more about how the people around you do see you, your communities, your associates, your family members, right? That's how are they? What's their circumstances like, right? And the last one is questioning your next move. It's the end of the year, right? And if you're in business for yourself, or you have a high-powered executive role, or you're running a household at home or somewhere in between that, and you're like, man, what's the next move now? You've been making some great moves and you're ready to make another one. Not so certain about this one, or all the moves you made have just been kicking your butt because the outcome hasn't ended up the way you wanted. Oh man, let me tell you about that one. That one's real. Like all of them are. But man, I've been talking about in the last 6-7 months about this whole mission we're on now. Being supported with Comeback King Enterprises in collaboration with Conversations with Jeff on hosting these powerful summits where we're bringing experts in, right, from all over the world, man, and their message has been around and will continue in this space, from heartbreak to healing, pathways to extraordinary love, man. And I'm like, wow, really? I need to be talking about that. Let me talk about real estate. Let me talk about business development. Let me even play around with the AI world, because that's something I would love to talk about. But guys, let me tell you something. The circumstances say, do what you've always done, Jeff. But the real purpose is calling me to stand here and tell you today that whatever you're holding on to, man, whatever is whispering to you, make that the priority. Turn everything else over and stand in that space, right? Because every time over the last 6 or 7 months, I would start it and I'd stop it. I'd stop it. And then, it's like, oh man. But here's the hit. Every time I stopped it, there was somebody that would say to me, hey man, I really appreciate that message you said. Hey man, thank you for talking about a subject that needs to have conversation around helping people get free from carrying the shame and the guilt and the remorse and all those other feelings from the circumstances that have long been over. But the battle of the mind, baby, let's reset that. What does it say? If you lose this battle, you lose everything. That's real stuff, man. Right? Think, everything, from what I've seen and what I know in my life, everything really starts with a thought, right? And what's that thought mean? And then what kind of energy is going to be created from that? And it's something we all have access to. We all have capabilities to manage in our own lives. So what is it that your thought blocking self, your stinking thinking, keeps you from taking the next step? What circumstances are you continuing to create because you're comfortable in that state of insanity when you know you're meant for more. I've told you a couple of mine, right, already. Right? I mean, I know how difficult it is, man. So that's why I want to remind you today. I want to remind you that, listen, when I tell you that this right between your ears is the gift that we have as human beings. And yes, indeed, we can begin a new journey with that, mastering our minds, the battle in our minds, right? Every day it's a battle, man. You either feeding whichever battle captain you're feeding is the one that's going to run the day. You know, you've heard about that, all that stuff, right? Who you feed is the one that leads. The Stinkin Thinkin or the comeback warrior. Which one is it? So there's so much around this subject, so I really just want to stay on those three things and remind you that, you know, you have been, whatever space you're in, whatever grind that's pressing you down, you've been designed for it already, right? And what do I mean by that? I mean that, hey, you know, if you believe in God, whoever you believe in has already created your destiny, man. Right? He's prepared you for the struggles. I love this story. Pastor Joel talks about, you know, and when they bought this, you know, they bought the old Houston Rockets basketball arena, right? And when they went to rehab it, which was $100 million, they were planning. And the engineering team said, you know, hey, we're going to build this building for 5 floors, but we're going to build the foundation for 10, that you can hold 10 floors. Right? So the point of this message is they were prepared to do other things as their business began to explode. Right? And I don't think they've used it, but they were planning ahead of time. And we were born with those same things, man. I believe this. You have a way with people. You have a way to communicate and settle rooms. You have it's relentless desires to do things. I mean, you've all been through things that tell us that what I'm talking to you about is true. We are equipped. We are equipped for what we need to do. We are equipped for the struggle that we're facing. We are equipped to battle, baby. Persistency. Persist until you can succeed. Og Mandino, the greatest salesman, powerful book. Go check it out. Persist until you can succeed. Consistency is key, right? So it's the internal peace, right? That battle that we're having, that battle that we're fighting is the internal peace. And I was only going to hop on here for about 15 minutes. And so I just want to just encourage everybody out there that's in this circumstances situation, and know that it's not about your circumstances. It's about what you set up every night, all through the day. How much time are you spending reading the news? How much time are you spending in conversations that do nothing but infuriate you, do nothing but distract you from what you can actually do? How much time are you spending in those spaces, man? How much time are you spending encouraging your family? How much time are you spending encouraging yourself? You know, reading some information that can help reset the funk from your brain, right? Having circles of influences around you that nothing but elevate you, man. So those are choices we're making, right? And that goes back to the leadership piece. The decisions that we're looking at. Forgiving ourselves for the bad decisions, encouraging ourselves to make the new ones, right? And finding communities that help us when things are really crazy, man. And they're going to be crazier. I mean, there's some stuff happening out there that's really crazy. But what you can control begins right here in your thoughts, how you see yourself, how you speak to yourself, how you see the people around you, and how you allow the people around you to either influence you in a positive, transformational way, or you're going to transform in the negative way. Either way, the transformation is going to happen, baby. Right? So come on, man. Guard your brain. Guard your mind. Guard your space. Holiday season in particular. I mean, if you got relatives or places that you normally go to and you dread going and you don't want to go, do not go. Don't make excuses. Just say it's not for you right now. I'm sorry. If you want to talk about it, which you probably need to have a conversation. If this is something that you're battling with, then let's talk about it. But let's stand up, man. Let's stop putting ourselves in circumstances that don't feed us anything other than misery, pain, and a bunch of regret. Can we do that? Put it in the comments. I'm going to do that this year. I'm not going to put myself in situations. I don't care if it's family or whoever it is. It doesn't serve me. Don't do it, man. It's not worth it. Keeping the right attitude with all of this, what we're talking about, that's when the true you shows up. You hear it all the time. And what is your attitude when life is kicking you in your butt? Are you whining and complaining, or are you showing up? Are you blaming it on the circumstances? My car broke down, or got fired, or got a divorce. I can't really recover from that, and you really just stay in that cycle, that vicious cycle of circumstances? Or do you come back as a leader and look at the situation, make the assessments, some different assessments, get some help and some guidance to change the way you're going with this? And it is not your circumstances, baby, that are stopping. Yes, they're painful. Yes, they are real, but we don't have to stay there, man. Right? So when we're talking about relationships and healing after divorce or healing after a bad breakup, man, it's boy, you can recover. You will recover. It is possible to once again have a free spirit, a loving spirit, and most importantly, hear me when I tell you this. Most importantly, love the person that's looking back at you in the mirror. Like that person first, right? You got to go through the process to get to love, man. Is a whole lot of surrender, a whole lot of acceptance, a whole lot of work, right? Digging out all the garbage, some accountability checkpoints for yourself, right? And then do what you say you're going to do, right? If you need to not see the person that you're breaking up with because it causes you damage, then start doing exactly that. Don't go over there anymore. It's easier said than done. I know, I've been through it, but stop. Get some help around that. Create another habit. When you think about that, find something that's going to help you elevate to the next level. Replace those things, right? Come on, guys. There's so many things. It all starts with our thoughts and controlling those and paying attention. And so as I say to you and getting out of here, man, more pressure, more grace. So if you got pressure on you, know that there's some grace right next to it. Be thankful for the grace. Be thankful for the support that's there for you. All you have to do, I say all you have to do, like it's easy. Because trust me, I know it's not. I know it's a difficult process to recover from whatever situation it might be. You pick one: business, growth, resets. Had that experience. Divorce, we've talked about that. I've had that experience, but I've also had the experience of the recovering from those tragedies at the time through help from others and doing the work, following directions, raising my hand and surrendering. Say, man, I need some help. This is crazy. I don't want to live like this anymore. I know I'm not meant to live like this. I know I'm meant to serve other people, just like you are. You are meant for more, man. You out there who, what did I say at the beginning? The load is heavy. Life is kicking your butt. You just got nothing but stinking thinking to say about yourself, and you're saying it over and over and over again, and you're around people that are doing that. I want to talk to you and let you know that it's possible to change, man. I believe you can do it. I know you can do it. It's been done. You've done it before. So if you're carrying pressure, navigating uncertainty like we talked about, or questioning your next move, or you just feel like crap, oh man, hit me up and let's have a conversation about it. Right? DM me, say, Jeff, I need to chat. Right? I mean, holiday season is there. Find somebody, if not me, but don't stay stuck. Right? Easier said than done. Yes, I know. I believe that it's possible for you to have the life that you're wanting to do. Live out loud, right? Don't base your outcome on the current circumstances. of your life. This is just the starting point, baby, right? So however gruesome it might feel, however heavy it might be, and no matter where you are, I want to remind you that mastering your mind with practice can change things. And some things will change quickly. Some things will take time and to heal and recover from. But we can agree to say, okay, starting right now, I will no longer blame my current circumstances. That's enough right there. I will no longer blame my current circumstances for my situation. I am a leader. I make good decisions as a leader. I build communities as a leader. I follow instructions as a leader. Fill in the blank. What is it for you? What does leadership really mean for you? But don't discredit the fact because you haven't had a leadership role on a job that you're not a leader. And it's not all just about that, man. It's how we communicate ourselves in the communities, how we handle ourselves out in the world. Right. The impressions that you make the difference on how people see you. So begin the impression on yourself. And for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Jeff Tyson, and I'm affectionately known as the Comeback King and host of Conversations with Jeff, and founder of Comeback King Enterprises, where we do coaching, consulting, and working in the AI world a little bit from a very simple perspective about what is AI and how it can help you. Right? The AI hiccups, right? Overcoming the AI blocks that many people have, like I had when AI came out several years ago. So have a fantastic rest of the week. I believe we have one more show before Christmas. I think Christmas Eve, if I have it down right on the calendar. We got a great show coming up on Thursday from a young man out of Boston, right? I mean, just a powerful dude, an author, and just going to come in here. We're going to have a conversation. And yes, we will have some other opportunities for the summits around Heartbreak, the Healing Pathways to Extraordinary Love, man. I mean, you got doing a Zoom pop-up tomorrow. I mean, this is the space, baby. If you're looking to finally say, okay, I'm going to do something different in my love life. I'm going to begin the journey back to self-love. I understand the power of self-love is necessary before I can love anybody else. I've got to love myself again. I've got to like myself again. If you're wondering how that works, and please be on the lookout. And there's a community. I think the link for the community on Facebook, from Heartbreak to Healing, small community, right? I mean, we show up. I mean, I'm in there all the time. And if you're looking for a place to reset, recover, and regain your vision and your clarity on where you're going, I encourage you to pop in there. So, all right. Oh, man. Okay. I'm way over. Hey, you guys have a fantastic day. And whatever's in your future, you've already been given the grace to achieve it. So come on, man, look in the mirror and say, this is my time. Now's my time. No more stinking thinking. I'm going to master my brain. I'm going to win the battle going on between the 6 inches. Mine's 8 inches. I got a very large cranium. Okay, I say, anyway, whatever that space is between your ears, let's begin to manage that together. I want to encourage you. I want to remind you that, hey, man, you are prepared for whatever struggle that you're bearing. And what that means to you is that you can get on the other side. Don't quit. Become a leader in your own household. Become a leader in your own mind. Master your brain, baby. And your comeback starts now. All right. Like, share, and subscribe to this thing. Listen to it again and again. And we'll see you on the next Conversations with Jeff. Have a fantastic evening. Thank everybody that stopped in and you're listening to the replay. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know what we can do to continue to serve you. Help you remember who you are. You are meant for more. Don't let nothing stop you from reaching your destiny. You shall not be denied. Guard your peace. Come back, King out. Take care. Thank you.